Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your July general reading, inspired by the new moon and the full moon of July, but particularly inspired on this summer solstice, which is occurring today while I'm doing these readings. I am particularly inspired by the ultimate clarity and alignment that Sirius Gateway provides us as the sun moves into Cancer. The Sirius star, the brightest star in the night sky, is pulling us into planetary alignment with our spiritual sun, our life's purpose. And with the new moon in Cancer, and the full moon in Capricorn for you, Aries, we are looking at the ways in which we feel about belonging, our place of belonging, our place, our position in the world. I thank you all for supporting me in all the ways that you do. I particularly appreciate the comments that I receive from you that are helpful feedback for me. And let's get started, Aries, with your overall energy for the month of July, which is the Star card. The Star card indicates that you, in fact, are being deeply guided by the star Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. This is leading you to an understanding and a clarity of your purpose in the world, the position that you belong in regarding your community. It also is highlighting the way you feel about that and the way that you allow your feelings to inform your ideas, your thinking, and your next practical steps. In the 10th house, we have the Three of Wands. I do not read reversals. The Three of Wands indicates that in your position, in your social position, in your community, the way that others see you is about a new journey that you are exploring, you are setting off on at this time. You are leaving behind what it is you know, what's familiar. You're using that to inform your forward motion, but you are intent upon expanding not only your place in the world, your impact, the service that you can provide to others, but you have greater clarity that that information, that position, that place of belonging is informed by your feelings. And your feelings are very much shaped by your family of origin, the formative experiences in your life. So this is a time of continuing deep healing with new information. The first house, the house of your perspective, your mundane approach to the world, is informed by the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is underscoring your ability to leave many of the unsuccessful, unhappy, uncomfortable feelings, the sense of blaming and shaming that you have carried with you as you have attempted to fulfill your obligations to others. This is something that you are understanding with clarity and with greater depth than you would ordinarily be able to comprehend this through your rational mind. This is you actually being able to cut to your truths, the truths that have emerged for you as you have continued on this great, not only healing process, but planetary alignment in which you are individually supporting the healing of your community, your nation, yourself, as part of elevating conditions worldwide. And the fourth house is the King of Swords. And this is indicating Aries, where at your deepest core level, where you are exploring the impact of your feelings, the intelligence you derive from your experiences, you are mastering the ability to detach yourself from powerful feelings in order to navigate what you are now understanding is not only your truth, but a comprehensive truth, an ultimate truth that manifests in myriad and infinite ways on the planet. But you are taking the position of witness to not only your own transformation, but you're understanding the steps that occur, that need to occur as a result of that, with a grand impact on your home life, your familial and intimate ties, and the way in which you hold space for yourself in order to allow this creative expression which is available to you. The seventh house, the house of your significant others, is showing us the Knight of Cups. And this is where I see you making some very brave and open-hearted attempts to realign your emotional relationships. The balance within your relationship is growing as you are exploring new ways of expressing your needs. You are exploring new relationships to the things that you love, particularly your craft, your work, your audience, your clients, your students, as well as significant partners in your life. I'm going to clarify with the African Tarot, the Nine of Swords in the first house with the Queen of Cups in the second, and the Six of Cups in the third house. The emotional impact of this time for you is incredibly rich. You are feeling not only empowered to confront and integrate your emotional experiences and the feelings that arise as a result of those, but you are doing that in the interest of equalizing your relationships, harmonizing and balancing them so that the input that you receive from others, your environment, the work, the process that allows you to express yourself is being balanced in a way that makes greater space for you to be able to give in the way that is most aligned with your best talents. This is your finding the expression of love through your ability to communicate and support. And the ways in which you do that can be intimately tied to your past, some natural talent of yours, some natural ability to communicate or express yourself creatively is taking a front seat as the most accommodating way in which you can share your deepest feelings in the safest way. The King of Swords in the fourth house is being clarified by the Two of Wands in the fifth house and the Seven of Cups in the sixth house. So yes, there is a strong desire for you to creatively move away from what is familiar, to embrace what is familiar, but to express that, to expand on that in new ways. So in many ways, you are making a new decision, and this can have you reshuffling and resorting your intimate friendships, your teammates, the people you work with, even the project that you're working on, so that not only does it work in better equity for your expression, but it also allows you to move what you're doing into unfamiliar arenas. And this is a big decision for you. This comes as something that you've been mulling over and thinking for a long time. It can relate to a move, it can relate to an outer or a location change, but it is the core focus of your creative expression that is shifting, that is moving out, that is questing into new arenas. And this is producing lots of possibilities that were not available to you before, that were not seen by you before. A lot of the now possibilities that have arisen through your relationships, through opportunities that have come to you in partnership, you are somewhat overwhelmed, somewhat distracted, because the clarity with which you are able to understand your current position and the possibilities for growth are unpredictable, unexpected. And that's one of the challenges and areas in which you are showing growth and maturity, with which you are developing the skills of your witness by looking at possibilities and opportunities that do not have a known conclusion, a known endpoint. And this is you really embracing the capacity and your skill level at this time, so that you can begin new projects without the overwhelm of information that would come if you were researching these new opportunities. Instead, the wisdom is to use your intuition, that is what is providing you with the tremendous clarity that you are grasping at times. It is unexpected, it is a flash, it is a roller coaster of awareness, it is visions that are all-encompassing in a way that is newly experienced by you. But this process of clarity and understanding really is asking you to let go and allow your intuition to speak to you, to flood your consciousness without a necessity to rationally identify and understand a plan. So that's a big call. The Knight of Cups in the 7th house is clarified by the Knight of Swords in the 8th house and the Devil card in the 9th house. A lot of what you are able to do within your relationships as you explore new possibilities for them is to develop this witness, this capacity to observe your behaviors, your actions, and your thoughts, and to do that for your other intimates in ways that allow you to anticipate the needs and the concerns of your partners as you embark on a sizable practice, a sizable project that is allowing you to make a decision about your ability to lead, about your desire to lead, your capacity to lead, and where your position within this team, within this communal effort you want to assume. You are used to being the boss in some particular way, and this opportunity to recognize that you can lead without leading is part of the clarity and intuition that you're gaining at this time. You may receive an opportunity from overseas, from outside of your familiar community. You may receive an opportunity to travel, to position yourself within a work environment or a familial environment, some new community, a distant community that really helps to support your spiritual growth at this time, that puts you in greater alignment with your naturally occurring, even your ancestral heritage path. The Three of Wands in the 10th house is clarified by the Ace of Wands in the 11th house and the Four of Swords in the 12th house. Continuing on this healing journey has taken you now into the realm of a vaster association of humanity, so that this new opportunity that presents itself through your broader associations, through your um, larger cultural connections in the world, is actually allowing you to start and spearhead something by recognizing that you are one of many with a similar spiritual and creative disposition that is desiring to make an impact on the world through your efforts, however small or modest. You understand that it is the alignment with this higher purpose, this service to humanity, that you are amplifying your skills and talents, your contribution. What is making this particularly rich for you is this ability to continue to tap into your root ancestral unconscious energy that is being shaped through this clarity and information that you are now receiving more comprehensively from the universe. This is putting you in greater alignment with the path in which you have always seen yourself, you have always seen your efforts, and it's also helping you to understand how much you've grown by moving back to this strong spiritual and cultural foundation and base on which you are able to build your new desires, your new projects, this new collaboration of energy that's becoming available to you. You are recognizing yourself as healed and healing. The ability to recognize your own spiritual power and growth and maturity is one of the most significant benefits of the month of July. I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Botanical Inspirations and hope again that you are enjoying this reading. I encourage you to consult your sun, moon, rising signs in particular, and any other placements that you feel attached to. And I pulled the daffodil. The key words are rebirth and new beginnings. Lao Tzu says, new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. I'm going to leave it for you here, Aries. I thank you for your time and attention, and until next time, namaste.